If you thought the beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake was over, think again. Kendrick just dropped a bombshell, claiming Drake's recent $15 million mansion purchase in remote Texas has a sinister motive. Allegedly, Kendrick suggests Drake bought the house because of Texas's low age of consent laws and its reputation for underage exploitation. Kendrick is reportedly armed with receipts, alleging Drake plans to run a shady operation from the mansion. This latest move suggests Kendrick is determined to expose Drake as a creepy and shady individual. This isn't the first clash between the two rappers. Amidst their diss track exchanges, Drake's Toronto mansion was involved in a drive-by shooting, injuring a security guard. With Drake's recent actions and Kendrick's accusations, the feud seems far from over, and the drama is escalating. Kendrick appears set on ending Drake's career once and for all.
Police confirming a shooting occurred outside the home of Canadian rapper Drake in Toronto. This happening overnight in the wake of an escalating beef between Drake and hip-hop star Kendrick Lamar. This is the scene outside of Drake's home in the city's Bridle Path neighborhood, courtesy of our CTV News chopper. Police say a man sustained serious injuries after a shooting outside that home and was taken to hospital. Police also say a suspect fled in a vehicle, but no description has been released. So far, there's no word on whether Drake was at home at the time of the shooting, but we understand from police that he has offered to fully cooperate with them.
Initially, fans blamed Kendrick Lamar for the shooting at Drake's house, as the two had been trading shots and airing dirty laundry. Kendrick even put a photo of Drake's house, complete with its address, on the cover of his diss track, Not Like Us. When Drake's house was shot up, many were quick to point the finger at Kendrick for exposing the address. However, other fans noted that Drake's address had been public long before his feud with Kendrick began. Social media soon exonerated Kendrick and started pointing fingers at the weed, claiming it was his retaliation for the shooting at his manager's house a few weeks earlier. Though Drake never took responsibility for that incident, it's believed he allegedly ordered the hit due to an ongoing feud with the weed. Drake seems to be feuding with half of the internet in Hollywood, making the situation even messier. The Weeknd's manager, Cash, was thankfully unharmed in the shooting, but a security guard was hit and hospitalized. This incident highlighted how music industry drama can spill into real life. The police reported that a 36-year-old black male was in a guard shack when he was struck by gunfire. The suspects, 3 males, fled the scene, and the victim was transported to a local hospital in unknown condition. This occurred on April 29, 2024 in the 17,500 block of Jaden Lane Road at 2:25 a.m. With all this turmoil, some assumed the feud between Kendrick and Drake was over. Drake even posted a somber message on Instagram, hinting at dealing with depression.
Criticism. Maybe I do. But when you die, will people notice? Well, I know there will be a lot of members of me by a lot of people. Many will take it even so. A person needs to live with better than I was born.
Initially, fans thought the feud between Kendrick Lamar and Drake was over, but Kendrick's latest diss track suggests otherwise. He accused Drake of preying on young girls, and it seems Drake isn't doing much to deny these allegations. Recently, Drake purchased the Dos Brew Ranch in Washington, Texas, for $15 million. The property boasts a 14,300 square foot Mediterranean-style home with amenities like an organic farm, equestrian facility, resort-style pool, hot tub, and tennis court, surrounded by pecan trees, wildflowers, 3 ponds, and a peach creek. However, the remote location of the mansion raises concerns due to the area's notorious reputation for shady activities, including child trafficking. Reports indicate that the ranch is only an hour and 10 minutes from a city with the highest number of reported human trafficking cases in America. This proximity, combined with Drake's past accusations of inappropriate behavior with minors, is highly troubling. Texas's age of consent is 17, but it's legal to date minors under 17 without intimacy, adding to the concern. Allegedly, Drake relocated to this area to avoid legal repercussions related to his behavior during the feud with Kendrick. Kendrick's diss track, Meet the Grams, intensifies the accusations, comparing Drake to Harvey Weinstein and accusing him of hating black women. Kendrick raps, I think like him and Weinstein should get effed up in itself for the rest of their life. He hates black women, hit with king of an info who face your hub because he understood being a beard just fit him better. He got defenders on hobo that he keeps on a monthly allowance. A child should never be compromised, and he keeping his child around them, and we got to raise our daughters doing this like him lurking. These lyrics have sparked investigations into Drake's past, revealing allegations of misconduct and quiet settlements. One particularly unsettling instance involved Millie Bobby Brown, who revealed in an interview that she and Drake texted frequently about boys when she was just 14. This raised eyebrows as many questioned why a man in his 30s would be discussing such topics with a young teenager. The ongoing revelations continue to paint a disturbing picture of Drake's behavior, with Kendrick determined to expose him further.
What about your relationship with Drake? Tell me about your friendship. How did this all come about?
I love him. I met him in Australia, and he's honestly so fantastic and a great friend and a great role model. You know, we just texted each other the other day, and he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more. He's coming to Atlanta, so I'm definitely going to go and see him. I'm so excited, yeah.
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
About boys. He helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
You know, that stays in the text messages.
Let's not forget the other instances that raised some serious eyebrows, like Drake texting Billie Eilish when she was just 17 while he was well into his 30s still, or his quick romance with Bella Harris right after she turned 18. And then there was that uncomfortable moment when he kissed a 17-year-old fan on stage after she told him her age. It was like he couldn't control himself. And don't even get me started on the rumors that Drake supposedly hires folks to help him score younger girls. But y'all, it gets worse. Fresh allegations started surfacing, like someone claiming that Drake, it's so hard to see the difference between these two. Well, he allegedly had high school girls at his parties in his mansions.
So, growing up in high school, 16, 17, 18, having a crush on the baddest girl in your school, and then seeing her post at Drake's mansion every single time, seeing Drake in the follows. You don't know how demoralizing that is to a young teenage boy in Canada. So if I'm gonna be real, I've been waiting for this guy to downfall for a minute. I'm gonna still bump his music because that shit goes crazy, but this is for the younger generation. They don't have to deal with that no more.
An old video shows Drake acting creepy towards the OMG girls during the 2009 BET Awards, visibly unsettling one girl. In 2019, Drake allegedly paid $350,000 to settle an assault accusation, with nearly all mentions and interviews mysteriously disappearing.
How sure are you that you're pregnant by Drake and not somebody else?
Let me tell you something. And I'm going to just make this clear because, you know, I have been asked that before.
Mm-hmm.
I have a child, okay?
Okay.
I'm a mother already, okay? I know who I sleep with unprotected, period.
Mm.
So, it's 100% sure he knows it. So, at the end of the day, I'm going to just leave it at that, you know?
And when you approached him about it, because you told him you were pregnant,
Right.
what was his response to that information?
He pretty much was just like, oh, what's wrong? And then I told him, and then he pretty much was like, I'm gonna call you back. And the phone call was just stopped. Everything stopped.
Kendrick claims Drake bought his Texas house to run a shady club involving young girls, exploiting the state's lax laws. The internet is buzzing, with many comparing Drake to Diddy and expressing relief that his creepy behavior towards teenagers is being exposed. Comments range from shock to satisfaction, with users saying, I'm glad Drake is finally getting called out, and I've always hated that weirdo. Now, I want to know your thoughts. Did Drake move to Texas for nefarious reasons or simply for a new lifestyle? Share your opinions in the comments and don't miss the next video.